Buy now, pay later, the internet's next scam to take all of your money. It's popping up everywhere. It's at the checkout, in your app, at your favorite stores. It's even right on your credit card statement. But before you click pay later, stop. Because what looks like a convenient option to pay for something might be one of the sneakiest ways to drain your bank account. And you won't even know it's happening until it's too late. Hey guys, it's Aman and welcome back to my series where I expose some of the worst advice sweeping the internet. On today's episode, episode 3, we are talking about the buy now, pay later phenomenon that is sweeping the internet. So many people are using it, so many people are hyping it up, calling it a great option to pay for something. They are saying split it into 4 payments, pay it over 6 months, shop now, pay later because you deserve it. I mean, it sounds harmless, it sounds flexible, but nope. And so by the end of this video, we are gonna call out the bad money advice that is being given to people, telling them to buy now, pay later. So before we go any further, let's all get on the same page. Here is a quick definition of what buy now, pay later really is. So buy now, pay later is a payment option that lets you split a purchase into smaller installments, often with no interest if you pay on time. It's marked as a budget-friendly way to shop, but it can also lead to overspending, hidden fees, and debt if you're not careful. And this buy now, pay later option is popping up everywhere. You see it in your Amazon shopping cart. You go to plan a cruise. You go to make a purchase at a grocery store. You buy food on an app. And one of the craziest places that is showing up now is even in your credit card statements. That's right. Buy now, pay later is showing up on your credit card statement. So credit card companies are always thinking of creative ways to make more money. And by putting it on your credit card statement, it looks a little like this. If you looked closely at your credit card statement lately, you might see something like eligible for easy pay. Split this $250 purchase into 4 monthly payments of $62.50, right under a recent charge. That's buy now, pay later creeping into your existing credit accounts. It's no longer on Amazon or in your shopping cart. It's being offered right where you manage your debt. So credit card companies that are already making billions of dollars in high interest debt are now giving you another way to go into more debt on top of your existing debt. It's debt inside of debt. And these credit card companies love it because every split payment is another chance for you to miss a due date, rack up more fees, and stay trapped. And the credit card companies are using the internet and influencers to push buy now, pay later. The internet sells buy now, pay later as a budget-friendly option for paying for things. But here's the truth. Buy now, pay later isn't about helping you manage your money. It's about getting you to spend more than you planned. A study by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau found that people using buy now, pay later are more likely to have maxed out their credit cards and carry other high interest debt. Why? Because breaking a payment into smaller chunks tricks your brain into thinking it's more affordable. So that $200 impulse purchase, in your head, it's suddenly only $50. Do that 5 times and now you're on the hook for hundreds of dollars in reoccurring payments every single week or month. And this is very, very dangerous. You see, the big problem that I have with buy now, pay later is that it encourages people to buy more accessories instead of buying more assets. It keeps people from building wealth. Instead, people are buying viral Stanley cups on a payment plan. They are financing seasonal wardrobes that they don't need. They are financing that limited edition, whatever the case may be, that is normally $1,000. They are splitting it up into 6 easy payments. Meanwhile, they are not buying index funds. They are not maxing out their retirement accounts. They are not putting money into an emergency fund. Buy now, pay later is just another financial distraction wrapped up as convenience and instant gratification. And it's robbing people of the one thing that matters the most: financial security. But let's dig deeper into how the internet and influencers are pushing the buy now, pay later agenda. And they do this by promoting 4 big myths about buy now, pay later. The first thing you hear is that it's interest free, so it's like free money. But the reality is, many buy now, pay later plans sneak in late fees, account fees, or switch to high interest rates if you miss a payment. And if it's on your credit card, now you're paying interest on top of interest. The second myth that is pushed is that it helps you budget. But the reality is, buy now, pay later doesn't help you budget, it helps you overspend. Real budgeting starts with spending less than you earn and prioritizing investments, not splitting payments on things you couldn't afford already. The third myth is that it helps you build credit. But the reality is, buy now, pay later purchases or agreements don't help your credit score. But if you miss a payment, they can seriously hurt your credit score. And the final myth and the way they sell it is that everyone is doing it, so why not you? And this is a problem that we're seeing more and more of, the normalization of debt. You see, we achieved financial independence by limiting the amount of debt that we have. If you have debt, that is working counter to building wealth with your investments. You can't have credit card debt of 23%, but investing in the stock market and only getting 10 to 12%. That just doesn't make sense. So avoiding debt as much as possible, especially high interest bad debt, is so key to achieving financial independence and building real wealth. And this brings me to my recommendation of how you stay focused on your financial journey. And you want to do 3 things to fight this buy now, pay later craze. The first is you want to say no to financing consumer junk. You should not be financing clothes, electronics, vacations, all of these consumer types of things. Stay away from financing that type of junk. The second is you want to save up for big purchases. You have an investment account, but you also have a savings account. And when you save money, you save for those bigger purchases. So if you can't afford to buy that now, wait, save to when you can afford to buy it, to when you have the actual dollars to make that purchase. And the last recommendation is to invest in assets and not accessories. We are so distracted by all of these little things when we should instead be putting money into our investment accounts. Instead of signing up for another buy now, pay later plan that requires you to put $50 towards another hat, another pair of pants, another pair of shoes, and you already have a bunch of shoes, take that same $50 and deposit it into your investment accounts every single week. You see, by avoiding those accessories and instead buying assets, you will build wealth towards financial independence. Now, if you guys need help on your journey towards financial independence and retiring early, make sure to go to 365daystofire.com or ourrichjourney.com to check out the ton of resources that we have. If you are really interested in taking your journey to the next level, you must check out our 365 Days to Fire program. That program is a year-long program that gets you closer to your financial independence goals. Every single day of the year, you are taking action towards building wealth. And the class of 2026, it's just now forming, so you want to make sure to sign up while you still can. I'll leave a link in the description below where you can access that information. And if you guys have liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and join the journey.